Poop.com, Chewy.com, and select Walmart stores. That's just a great little jingle. Okay, good evening, folks. The White Sox and the Blue Jays in game number 2. In fact, the third and final game of a 3-game series between the two teams. Right there, you can see we have the evening test finale ready to go. Got all 3 offices all set here. I've got Topeka, got Des Moines, I've got Norman, I've got KWRE ready for its sign-off sequence. I was actually surprised that Gage requested them to do the Mickey Mouse thing before the sign-off. I mean, I didn't get the whole thing, but at least I got the end of it, but just showing off. That was the bonus puzzle tonight. We're going to play The Price is Right at night in just a little bit here. He believes in second chances. Oh, he missed out on $100,000. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. When they miss out on $100 grand. The million, it's even more of a heartbreak. Oh my gosh. Oh, this Friday they're gonna give away a Iceland trip of a lifetime. Isn't that what Jeopardy's doing too? Yeah, that seems to be what Jeopardy's doing. Okay, so after the finale, we got a couple of things to do before, we go on to some of our previews and everything. First, we're gonna get the monthlies ready for next month. So monthly tests, we're gonna get that ready for next month. Then I'm gonna put together the weekly compilation as we have it so far, and then I also got started on the second taping of Street View video. It's actually gonna be part of a mini series. I'll explain about it a little more in depth a little later on. Right now, let's finish Split Second and get ready for the grand finale here. And of course, I only got 2 Fort Worth stations out of 4. That was because I was, of course, just started dinner at 6:30 right on the dot, and I had this for both Wheel of Fortune. This to do Wheel of Fortune with. Okay, looks like that thing isn't there. So good, I can show you all the screen, and then I could just maneuver around. Is that it? Did they already sign off? Well, that was perfect timing. Now I won't put the prices right at night on until this is done. Yes, indeed, Elliot. Yes, this will be number 42. But I'm not sure if I'm not sure if he got that update from Lubbock last night. My goodness, that was the one of the most destructive, I guess, severe thunderstorm warnings that I have ever heard. Montezuma. Now, while Des Moines is still going, I want to just see if there's... I figured there was going to be a Comcast Weekly. I'm going to go back on that as well, once we're done here. Should be Waterloo. This concludes our test. We will now return to regular programming. And that's it. Alright. We're almost ready for The Price is Right. Okay. So, we're almost ready now for The Price is Right. But there's still one last thing we're going to go back on. And that's that Benton, Lynn, and Lane Oregon Weekly that I mentioned earlier. But I can tell you, boy, it was really quite an adventure going through all those weeklies today. Northern Indiana was very early, and for whatever reason, Fort Worth decided not to test this morning. Either that or I wasn't paying attention to John's logger, but then again. So, Chicago was actually the late one. They went at 11:22, if I recall. And again, we have that small, slight risk of severe weather over in Colorado tonight. Okay, so that is it. Now, let me go ahead and get on the show here. So here we go, CBS East for Superfan Juniors Little Kid Edition. It's Little Kid Edition. Alright, let me go ahead and close out all these VLC windows here.
So we save that stuff for the post-game portion of the day. Yeah, and we don't do it before we drive.
It's even worse saying when The Price is Right goes prime time. Alright. So now talk about that little mini-series. This is where I'm at right now on the taping. Now, as I mentioned already, there was one additional episode that I have already filmed. However, that has yet to be entirely, that editing has yet to be completed. As right now, some of my hardware that I have currently isn't capable of being able to go through it all the way. So that's why I'm waiting until I get back home before we proceed any further with that.
Server and vanilla wafers later?
Oh yeah, $100,000 Plinko. $100,000 Plinko. Oh yeah. Yep, all the way in Indiana. Okay. Alright, so now, anyway. Alright. Now, like I said, before we proceed any further, with that miniseries and other things, we still have, again, some pieces of business that we gotta do. So, first things first, let's go through all the monthlies for next month, actually starting this weekend. So, once the calendar loads, we'll move it to June. Okay, and here we go. We're going to start, now again, inconsistent areas will be skipped. Okay, so let's begin. First up, Orange County, California. So we start on Monday, June 3rd, which again is the day when the Bowling Train show will return. And again, all times that I'm stating here will be in Central Time. Okay, these have all been converted to Pacific and Eastern Time, respectively. Now, Inyo here is usually inconsistent at night, but that should be right. I'm gonna skip Inyo on this list because they're inconsistent as heck. Cowitz, Washington, 9:10 a.m. on Monday. And then Mason Thurston's at 10:20 a.m. Now, of course, first Monday of the month is when the first work day of the month is when Hawaii runs their monthly. It'll be 4:15 on this Monday. That Monday in this case. Siskiyou doesn't run anymore. $1,000. And Yakima Valley's at 10:50. But oh boy, we're going nighttime this month. On bubblegum and comic books. Well, how about that to start it off? Plinko. Oh yeah, that's actually perfect too. Just remember, yesterday, Buzzer began airing The Price is Right with Bob Barker. And of course, this is the modern day one with Drew Carey and George Gray. I love Johnny Olson and Bob Barker, actually both hosts. And I still love the Drew Carey, George Gray combo. I mean, others have different opinions on it. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. So, Virginia. And I think there were some areas I forgot about last time. But I'll be adding those this time around. Okay, 11:45 is Virginia. Then Albany, New York will be at 12:07. I'm rounding it to 12:05. Massachusetts will start at 11 p.m. that Monday night. I'll move that up the list. To the Dominican Republic. Yep, I was about to put that in. Oh yeah, because they're doing the children's edition. They're of course theming it as such to the new Nickelodeon resort in Punta Cana. Experience. Family are included. I wonder if he's gonna meet the bubble guppies there. That's it. Can't get him back. Once they're over the edge, that's it. Can't get him back. Is that Lembine trying to get a hold of everybody? Jeez, that's an expensive trip. $20,000 for a Nickelodeon trip for the whole family? Wow. That's very expensive for a trip. Dang. Okay, moving on. Illinois is at 12:15 a.m. Colorado will be at 5:45 a.m. With all those dogs. It's a pretty weird commercial now that I think about it. And yes, those times on that chart are incorrect. But yes, 6:30 p.m. a.m. Central Time is Ventura. That's for Tuesday. Texas will be at 4:45. And speaking of BAP, they did run a weekly today. I actually think we may start to have good ideas to BAP's entire pattern now. And then we have North Central Washington. That's going to be at 9:10 a.m. And then North Puget is going to be at 10:20 a.m. All right. Oh, no, it's not North Puget. It's Central Puget. It's Central Puget. North Puget doesn't come till the end of the month. And then Coastal Washington is going to come like right smack dab at the end of the day. So that's 11:50 to be exact. All right, that's it for that day. Now we go over to... So now we head over to Wednesday. And I think there was something I forgot to mention too. Oh, great Wakefield.
Temptation Light, Wild Jack Bay, Queens Island, and Pocosin. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. The National Weather Service in Wakefield has issued a special marine warning for coastal waters from Chincoteague to Panorama Island, Virginia, out 20 nautical miles. Coastal waters from Fenwick Island, Delaware to Chincoteague, Virginia, out 20 nautical miles.
Looks like the entire WJOI network just went offline.
Out 20 nautical miles until 8:45 p.m. At 6:43 p.m., strong thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 9 nautical miles east of Raccoon Point to near Lower Bernard Island to Occeanic Reef, moving east at 35 knots. Hazard, wind gusts to 40 knots. Source, path could be damaged in briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. Locations impacted include Great Mashapongo Inlet, Wachapreek Inlet, Chincoteague Bay, Assateague Beach, Wachapreek Reef, Chincoteague, Blackfish Reef, Bone Wreck, Quinby Inlet, and Broadmoor Island. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. The 8 p.m. area weather observations at Norfolk Fair.
All right, let's continue with the monthlies. Now that we took care of that marine warning. Now this is when Mid Hudson is supposed to go. Or is that supposed to be? No, I think Lower Hudson and Mid Hudson are different days. What do you want? It's the cliffhanger music. Oh, he's watching the same program. Yep, he's watching the same program as I am. Yeah, so he's watching The Price is Right at night as well. And I saw CXP just posted the weekly. Now I'm going to set Mid Hudson and Lower Hudson at 2 separate on the same day for right now, but I will make those changes. Yeah, this was CXP's reaction to that DVD-sized hail severe thunderstorm update from yesterday.
Giant hail to 5 inches in diameter was reported with this strong burst of level end.
Wait a minute.
This was his reaction.
Destructive storm for level end and Snyder.
Yeah.
Hazard. DVD size 60 miles per hour over gust. At 17 p.m. a severe thunderstorm was located near intersection Alligator Alley.
He had quite a reaction. Yeah, he had quite a reaction to that thing. Even I was shocked myself. Bucket list, come on down. Meet Drew. Spin wheel.
on Alligator Alley, intersection Alligator Alley and Miami Canal, Miccosukee Service Plaza, and West Broward Rec. Area on Alligator Alley. Remain alert for a possible tornado.
Yeah, see, we got Brian here.
Quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go
So, Yalik and I are watching Price is Right at night.
for your protection.
And I'm setting up all the monthlies for next week and everything else like that. In addition to that, I've got a weekly test compilation to update. And I'm beginning to record the second... Oh, the other one is Don't Fall. Bucket list, come on down. Meet Drew. Spin wheel. Don't fall. You want all these scooters. They earlier gave away a Nickelodeon resort trip. Alright. What is it, Brian? Oh, that's right. We got This is the Maryland today. And if Brandon's going to be asking me for, like, what audio file they used, well, it's the same one. It's a duplicate audio file. It's the classic one. But, speaking of the Maryland Monthly, I got it on WURA when John was relaying it live, plus Verizon's 4002, 4, and 5. And that reminds me, let's see if I remember. Let's see, VHO's 5, 7, 8. So VHO's 5, 7, 8, and 15 all still have to run their weeklies. They have not done it last night. Yeah, an error from the weekly. Well, I was on the port, and of course it went through perfectly fine. Let's continue adding stuff. It actually happened at 10:03 a.m. Central was when they sent it out. That was early, my goodness. All right. And then Tennessee, not tennis. So then Tennessee is going to be at 11:22. About those stations. I was curious as to like why, because I mean, were those like stations that I could use for like severe weather for today's event, or? Well, I think he's talking about the Alert Ready Canada. Yeah, Christmas music. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Christmas music. All right. But anyway, let's proceed. So, Oregon is at 2:15 a.m. Arizona is at 3:40 a.m. on Wednesday the 5th. All right, what is it? Yeah, what? SRF. I don't remember SRF. By the way, I need to. Oh yeah, those. But I believe I heard from John's General that there's an NPR channel that has an auto test of sorts. I'm not sure if there's any official stream for the Squawk channel, but that's what they say. It said it has a weekly on Tuesdays at like 1:15 in the afternoon Eastern time. In fact, I saw another national weekly go out this afternoon. So something tells me that they're getting ready for they're possibly getting ready for a national test this year. That's right. Just like last year, we're gonna wait. We're just gonna wait patiently for an official date, and then of course we will prepare accordingly. Well, yeah. After we've been without a national test since the pandemic. I've never heard of a green alert. So is this going to be for like missing person advisories or? So it's for a missing. So it's for a missing service member. That's interesting. So I think Indiana actually I think is the first state to do a test pilot on this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's supposed to be going in then on July 1st because Governor Holcomb did that stuff.
So yeah. So I wonder if we'll see how good it does in Indiana, and then we'll see if it gets rolled out to the rest of the nation.
Did you know that WBOC actually had a required wait test 1 hour after the birthplace?
Oh, BOC in Maryland? Well, of course John didn't log it. I didn't see it come up on the local.
No, I actually got it from Nathan, also known as EAF Lever on YouTube.
Oh, that guy?
You remember him?
Oh, Tuesday Aura? Yeah, I remember.
No. EAF Lever.
Making the what win?
Your Bryce is right. They're making the kids win every single game.
I'm not sure. They're just making it easy.
It's kids' night.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
It's hard for
Yeah, they gave away Nickelodeon Resort. They're giving away scooters. Well, unfortunately, you're not going to see brand new cars. You're not going to see brand new cars tonight. Because, of course, these kids are not old enough to drive.
I can't drive.
Well, I mean, I'm actually old enough to drive, but I still haven't even gotten into it yet. If I ever do end up, going out for a test drive one day, maybe eventually I could finally get my license, and then maybe I could go out to the.
Alright, see you, Drew. Nice seeing you.
Yep. Then I could go out to the racetrack and maybe go out. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I could go out to the racetrack and do a live stream. Yeah, maybe do a live stream of the rush hour on the racetrack at some point.
Guys, do you guys watch Fast and Furious?
No, I haven't even seen anything from that franchise. Now, I would add West Central Michigan, but they're inconsistent as hell now, and I don't know why.
Wait, what's inconsistent?
North Central Michigan.
It means
West Central Michigan, their monthly pattern is really inconsistent.
that's because it means it tests very late.
Yeah, that's right. So then Monterey's at 12:50, but they seem to be inconsistent on almost every day.
And also,
Same with Samoa and Imperial, they both seem to be inconsistent. Well, Samoa, of course, that's the auto.
you know what's funny?
What is?
I remember getting a implied wing test from WBLV.
BLV. Alright, so then at 10:45 we got Minnesota. North Damo. North.
Oh, yeah, Playfield. You know how usually, Playfield, you know how usually, WJR gives you a test before commercial break?
Yeah. Yeah, what about it?
What's that show that comes on every morning on WJR at 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock, it's like. I have not even looked at their schedule, but I know it's not Coast to Coast AM because that's usually on like very late at night. Here, we could go to WJR's site and we can take a look at their schedule.
Call saying this is the test.
Yeah. So, looking through the schedule, Friday. Yeah, this is there. It's the All Talk with Tom Jordan and Kevin Dietz show. That's on at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Yeah, it actually starts at 9 and 9 a.m. Eastern and continues until 12 noon Eastern. So essentially 8 a.m. So essentially 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Time is when is.
I was gonna say it was supposed to be it was during their second hour.
The second hour of that program, yes. All right.
Down in Ohio, swag like Ohio. Down in Ohio, swag like Ohio. Down in Ohio.
Oh,
Tennessee.
well, setting aside from the monthly tests, I showed you that shot earlier. I'm actually creating a mini series of summer road trips that I've taken in previous years. Like last year's Chicago to Philadelphia road trip, which includes going right through the middle of Ohio and through northern Indiana. And then the one I'm taping right now is to Chattanooga, Tennessee. I've already gotten 65 all the way down south through Indiana. And now we're working our way south through Kentucky. Up to the Tennessee border, and I would like to get to Nashville by the end of the night. So then I could just get on the road tomorrow morning and finish and go on to I-24. And then the... Okay.
You want to hear a joke?
Alright. Go ahead.
What type of medicine do you nickname Philadelphia?
I don't know.
That's a confusing one.
Philadelphia, yes.
That's not really a good joke. Oh yeah, because your mama is so weird. She went to the bathroom in a mirror and she tried to boo herself.
Good God.
No, she didn't.
Oh my goodness.
What the heck, man? Hey, it's a joke.
Yes, these are all jokes they're demonstrating here. Alright, say the 6th, the entire state of Alaska at 2:20 a.m.
Oh, but let me just say this: it's not meant to offend anybody.
Presented by authority of the Chicago White Sox.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to offend anybody, including everybody.
Yes.
You're not offending nobody. You're good. It's all fine, dandy, funny.
All right, so then the Long Island. I just plugged this thing into the damn wall. I just plugged this thing into the wall. What is up with these cords? Dang, I have a lot of problems with my charging cords today.
Hey, yo, what the hell was that?
Okay. Anyway, then San Luis Obispo, as LAEAS says, 7:45 p.m. No, a.m.
No, it's my SDR. I have my Ethernet cable plugged in. It's emitting a really loud pulsing noise on the VHF thing.
Northeast and Northwest Michigan at 5:47.
Because, see, it's just a VHF buzzing noise. I hopefully like it.
From that SDR receiver that he has set up. Alright, and then Columbia Basin is at 10:15 a.m.
Now it's gone. Okay.
And I would add Del Norte and Modoc, but they're both inconsistent, and so is this New York area. So we're going to move on to Friday. Kittiss is inconsistent. Albany can't even do their monthly right. Albany, Wyoming can't even do their monthly right. They just pick a random code and send it out.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do.
Yep. They just do it how they want to do it. But other than that, we have Inland Northwest, and then the Central Upper Peninsula.
Hey, Plainfield.
Yeah, what?
I just got confirmed that WQLQ in Benton Harbor, Michigan, no longer has a death stack.
They dropped the.
That's weird.
Interesting.
Hang on, I couldn't hear what Plainfield was saying.
Interesting. They don't have a death stack.
Hey, you want to see proof?
Wow. See it.
Not to mention Plainfield. My area's monthly death was early.
Yeah, Indiana.
No, not Indiana. I'm talking about Southwest Michigan.
Yeah, Southwest Michigan. Yeah, it was like 10 minutes early. I was quite surprised.
Yeah.
I was quite surprised.
And let me just send you. I'm just going to send you it in the DMs because why the hell not?
Okay. So then Okanagan County, Washington is going to be at 8:30 on a Saturday morning.
Woohoo! Saturday morning.
Yes.
I'm so excited about every freaking day.
Well,
Oh my.
boy, it's going to be fun waking up on a Saturday morning to a required monthly test for all of Okanagan County, Washington. The Washington, 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 the Washington. I don't know how many more times I can say that.
This is gonna be a
Where I beg WTOP to test by just keep on playing, just play the WTOP thing on loop. Yeah, what?
Are you looking to return for your Plainfield live stream Wednesday?
Yep, we will be. Yes, I am away from home right now. That will be returning next Wednesday.
Where exactly are you right now?
No, I don't want to share exactly where I am right now, but what I will tell you is that, of course, the Wednesday live streams will return next Wednesday because Saturday we'll be back home. So yeah, the Washington. So if Washington isn't enough, then got something new. It's this. It's this.
Reception of weather balloon. Or, I don't know what is it? Yeah, weather balloon.
Hello, Saber. Hello, Saber. Hello, Saber. Hello, Saber.
That's what it's Saber and
Hello, Saber. Hello, Saber. Hello, Saber. Hello, Saber. Hello, Saber. Hello, Saber.
Yeah, the hello saver. Those Wells Fargo commercials are back on Broadcastify and almost everywhere else.
Hey, Plainfield, I was wondering, maybe for Wednesday, do you want to do a DM call?
Well, for a return, I suppose for the weekly. Yeah, but of course you're going to be here in the cafeteria of Paul's like usual.
My internet just went out. Hold on, because I have a Wi-Fi on this one. Hell's dick.
I do plan on doing a DM call with you next Wednesday because why not?
Hope, probably in time for the weekly, I hope.
Oh god, look at this. Jeez.
No, I meant like for a chill out while you're explaining about the text.
Yes.
Yeah, while the weeklies are going. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and monthlies, yeah.
Oh, here is.
Oh boy, and then Monday morning we got Maine. Monday, June 10th, we got Louisiana and Maine, and then Washington.
Let me just explain to you about how shitty WXL 40 stream was.
There was literally no audio at all.
I only got half the audio for the Water Weekly test.
Yeah, because after the three, after the three headers, it just goes silent. Now that's why John put Harrisburg under the RWT bad audio filter.
Yeah, speaking of that, I don't even know if Binghamton cover State College required we would test on WXL 43 because they serve some New York counties and they serve almost all WXL 40 counties.
Yes, Wilkes-Barre does serve Binghamton and State College. But I heard, oh yeah, they serve Mount Holly too. I almost forgot. They serve Carbon and Monroe. Those are Mount Holly counties. Because I did get a few warnings on there during that one event earlier this week. On WXL 43, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton.
Monroe County, New York?
No, Carbon and Monroe County, Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Now I'm talking about Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So now we're on to Tuesday the 11th, and it's at good old North Carolina. The always probably inconsistent North Carolina. And then it's the Sacramento-San Francisco combo.
However, I can't tell what news station you can confirm they do stream alerts.
Alright, let's see. And then Fresno at 7:19. However, I will be setting it to 7 a.m. because I've seen them test early before. Well, essentially, they don't test at 7:19 exactly. They could just go anywhere within the hour. Or within that half hour, I should say. That's the pattern I've recently noticed about Fresno.
Oh, yeah, you know why I did it over on Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah, I want to hear it. I want to hear the story.
I went to see a AC/DC tribute band at the Morris Performing Arts Center.
Nice. Nice. I'm sure he enjoyed the performance. Kind of like how my father and I enjoyed Collective Soul at the Joliet. Joliet.
Yeah, it was a tribute concert though.
Yeah, it was a tribute concert, unlike that Collective Soul concert at Taste of Joliet I was just talking about. And then South Central and Southeast Michigan both going in the same hour at the same time on the 12th. Oh boy. That's going to be fun. That is going to be a lot of fun. And then Ohio's at 2:45. Speaking of which, Yeah. We have yet to hear a weekly from Ohio iHeart. They haven't even gone at all in the past few weeks. That or they've been testing when I've not been monitoring them, which essentially is 3:06 a.m. on either Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday. Either one of those days.
On what station?
WTAM is one of the Ohio iHeart stations.
This is a test of the alert system on WTAM 1100.
Yeah, that's not what their actual pre-roll sounds like.
What is it then?
I have the audio file. I have the audio of it. They actually used to do 2 pre-rolls for the monthly. There's one that mentions that it's the local primary, and then there's a second one that is used, and I have it somewhere. It is, let's see, I've labeled them.
Why did they stop doing local primary?
The local primary pre-roll. That's because maybe because they don't want to do 2 pre-rolls, but this is the one they use.
is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
Yep, that's the Ohio iHeart pre-roll. Yeah, that's the Ohio iHeart pre-roll for you all.
Well, there's this other Ohio station I tried to get it from iHeart, but I couldn't get it. It was
WLW Cincinnati?
no.
Okay. So it's not...
I'm trying to find it. It was WNCI.
Yeah, that's out of Mansfield, if I remember correctly.
No, it's Columbus.
Yeah, out of Columbus, the state capital.
Yeah, I don't know how long. I don't know.
So
why
then
I
that's
keep
that
getting
week.
the test from there because I usually try to get it from there on my Echo.
Yeah, because I think that's what he uses to try to get the Ohio RMT. Anyway, now we're on to the week of the 18th. And we have and then the New Jersey Monthly at 11:50.
It's
In
flipping LP1.
the LP1 being the local primary.
Which means they don't relate them on the LPs.
LP is low power. But yeah, depending on how you view it, you could either view it as local primary or low power.
Huh. Weird.
And then 1 a.m., 1:07 a.m. on the 18th is Vermont.
Comcast in Minnesota likes to not to send out any messages and just do the flipping tones.
Yeah, I'm not sure why either, but then again, as I mentioned, there's John's cap, so I could at least get everything on there.
New Jersey doesn't do it either. I tried to get New Jersey on WBGO, but it didn't go off for it.
But of course I've been getting a lot of the Eastern Seaboard monthlies, New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware. Yeah, I got Delaware's random monthly a few times. Oh, did they update that Guardians commercial again? Well, they updated that Guardians commercial again. Yeah, they must have updated that Guardians commercial again.
I don't like it.
The Guardians ad.
I don't like it. Yo, I don't like it.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, I wouldn't say that because I'm not a fan of Guardians. It's only for women.
Yeah, But again, everyone has their own opinions. Okay, and then Missouri is at 11:18. No, not AM. It's going to be a PM. Speaking of Missouri, yes, I did get their monthly last week. And
Yeah,
then,
they always test later. They didn't usually they're usually never like that.
yeah, they must have changed their time. And then 12:45 AM on the 19th is Georgia.
Hey, Plainfield, how do people know how they changed the encoder from, let's say there was a dead stack, but a Sage took over, but it still has that old encoder written on there, on the global EAS?
I am not entirely. I am not sure about that. All right, so then 11:50 on the 19th is Shasta.
I used to join that same. Let me just say it was toxic. I'll just say that.
Yeah. And because June is going to be an even month, that means Hawaii will be doing a nighttime test on the 20th.
In which I don't do night tests.
Pennsylvania will be at 3:30.
Don't wake me up.
Well, yeah, the thing is, what I usually do is I like to set automations up for each of these nighttime monthlies, so then all I can just do is just let the screen recorder go, and then I can just let all the monthlies automate themselves.
Plainfield, you know what's funny?
What is?
I just noticed that there's this my local Glasgow music station W8 West tests 1 hour late during the night. They don't test during the day.
Like, not testing during the day like FMT does. Yeah, WFMT and WETA both test during the day. I've been very well known of WETA's pattern. They've been very consistent with.
You know what's funny? I was actually trying to see if WFMT actually would relate that sucker.
The Illinois Monthly?
Yeah.
Yeah, and for what I've seen, they're about 45 minutes. That's their delay. And I mean, I still can't even get enough of the time where I caught a weekly from them by accident during the monthly. Where they ran a weekly and I was flipping through the channels. You know, I told you all the story where I was flipping through the channels that one week for the Illinois RMT. When I came to 98.7 WFMT, they were running a weekly instead.
You know what's funny? I actually remember having a required weekly test on Rock 107. And it's weird how they did their outro because it was like outro with rock people.
With because they're a rock station, so they're theming everything. Now, I would add South Carolina in here, but you know what? Sure. Let's add South Carolina in here anyway. Alright, what?
Are you interested into, like, talking crosswalks?
Into talking crosswalks? Well, of course, I've seen them a lot, but, you know...
There's one on Dempster Street.
Yeah, Dempster, and there's actually several more in downtown Naperville. I haven't gotten any footage of those, but I did get footage of them I did get footage of one of them in downtown Philadelphia. Yeah, I made a.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I think I know what you're talking about. Let me just do one. This is Jimmy Stewart. Philadelphia Street walk sign is on to cross Philadelphia Street.
That's how it's done. I have. Let's see if I still have audio from it. I hope I do.
Hey, Plainfield, does Naperville have the countdown feature for the talking crosswalk?
The countdown feature? I think the Naperville one has, and I have some audio of it.
You know, I have a request for you, though.
Yeah, what requests?
Can you want to do a reshoot of the crosswalk that whatever intersection has those talking crosswalk with a countdown feature?
Yeah, I like try to do a reshoot. Well, that's if we end up finding ourselves back in downtown Naperville one day.
I mean, it's not. You don't always have to do it right away. I mean.
I know. Oh yeah, there's the Chromebox Emporium, where I was resetting all those Chromebooks, and they all came up with the Chromebox.
So, press the space bar.
Click back on South Bend.
Do you want to activate Chromebox, the built-in screen reader for Chrome OS?
Anywhere from
If so, press the space bar.
1 to a road in Indiana have these it ranges from Campbell to Pollara, IFF, navigators, and
Yeah, and I have some audio of the Philadelphia one. Wait, 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 wait.
You know what I mean by that?
Oh my gosh, that thing. Alright, we're almost done with the monthlies, and then we can move on to the other stuff.
By the way, what's the update to the White Sox?
They're just coming back right now.
What period is this right now? Is this the second game?
So, Sox lead 2-0. Or is it the Blue Jays that lead 2-0? So we're going into the 5th inning. As I expected, the Blue Jays lead 2-0.
How many games are there in the White Sox?
I think I heard 180 or something. All right, let's quickly finish these. Let's quickly finish getting these monthlies in, because it's time to see if Hawaii Public's gonna test. Because this is gonna be their last chance to do it today. Now I'm just adding Yankton, which will go at 150, because they've been going 10 minutes early from what I've observed. And I'm not sure if this is right, but Southeast Michigan apparently was put in twice.
What?
For June. All right.
Wait,
On the GWES for June.
wait, hold up. Can you show me the
Support for HPR comes from Chaminade
No, I was showing it on the iPad.
by strengthening family units.
Wait, hold on. Let
Accepting
me look.
applications for its Doctor of Marriage and Family Therapy program.
Okay.
Chaminade.
And then I'm putting in next month's. This is the Maryland, and then Nevada.
This is the Maryland Department of Public Safety coordinated test of the emergency alert system in the effect.
Oh yeah, that's become
No,
that's become
That's not even it. That's not even it. Damn it.
Marine biologist Mara Hart studies
I
the love
have
lives
the,
of
it's,
monsters and all the seductive
say,
foreplay that happens
Yeah, here it is.
in the next few hours.
This is the Maryland emergency. This is the Maryland
And as I expected, there goes Hawaii Public.
Wait. KPHR actually have weekly tests at the same.
No, Hawaii Public Radio actually does have a consistent pattern like WMRA. They can actually go anywhere at either 4:59 or 7:59 p.m. on a random weekday. And then adjusting for daylight savings, it'll be 3:59, 6:59.
Stupid Discord tried to connect me.
Oh wait, that's the same warning. What am I doing? Why am I doing Permamon? I got it already.
What?
So let me now move Hawaii Public to next week. Yes, because even on monthly weeks they still go. This is George Gray speaking for The Price is Right, a Fremantle production.
Hey, Plainfield,
Yeah, what?
I can't find the two Southeast Michigan tests they were talking about for June.
Here, let me look on my. Let me actually look on my PC and just. Let me actually look. Let me look again. Here you go. Let me take a. Let me look again.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
let me
say,
take a
I don't
look
know where the
again.
hell you got that.
Oh, I see. I see. It was southwest and southeast. I got confused.
I was gonna say, I was like, why the hell would Southeast would test twice? That makes no sense.
Yeah, I got confused. But at least now we figured out the confusion. Alright, now let's go to the, so now we're almost done here. Let's go through so let's go through some of the areas that do not have any sort of pattern. So, now let's add some other areas. West Virginia can go on the first day of the week at 11 p.m. So, this will repeat every day until the end of the week, which will...
Premiere of that America's Got Talent yesterday night.
I thought it was a season finale, but... Oh, yeah,
No,
yeah, it's the season premiere. No, I'm not into America's Got Talent. When I heard the $1 million on the line, I was thinking it was the season finale, but...
dude, they have new changes to that show now.
A lot of changes to it.
You know what that is? You know what that is?
New hosts, new judges.
Nope, same with them, but however, there were new golden butter rules. The first golden butter is for people that go straight to the live shows, and the person moves on to the next audition.
So that's interesting. They changed the rules for that.
Dude, you should have seen that one guy who did an amazing impression of Steve Perry of you know him, right? He's from Journey.
So, Lower Hudson can go anywhere between 5 and 6 a.m. Eastern Time during the week. So that means in this case it'll end on June 8th.
On what station?
Now, HUD is actually the originator, however, they don't stream alerts.
They do?
They don't. They don't. They don't, from what I've confirmed.
Not surprised.
And then Mid Hudson is supposed to be at 11:06. So let me change that to 11:05 p.m. Now, I think y'all may remember a few months ago I tried for the Yellowstone monthly, and I seem to have forgotten. Yes, because the Yellowstone area does have a monthly of their own. Now, a lot of the other areas in New York are random.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, a lot of the other ones are random. Except for Buffalo. That reminds me, I still have to add Buffalo and Rochester. Tuesday on the first full week, so June 4th, 8:48. I don't know if they flipped it around.
Playfield, you have any what station to use for July's test for South Carolina and Portland?
South Carolina and Portland, Oregon together? Oh gosh, that's
No.
gonna be...
South Carolina's on the 4th of July, however, I won't get it because I'm actually going to be in Ann Arbor.
I would try WESC. I would try that.
What, Grandma?
And then Rochester will be on the second Thursday, 2:50 a.m. So second Thursday is Rochester. There we were, cruising through the new open-air zoo when I realized that the park was closing in like 10 minutes. Luckily, we were in my Nissan Rogue. Now I would add Binghamton in here too, but again, like with a lot of other New York clusters, they're inconsistent. Now where was I going to look at? Montana? Yes. Yellowstone Public. First full week at 3:59. Why do we keep forgetting about this cluster? My God, I always keep forgetting about Yellowstone. I keep forgetting about Yellowstone. On the first full week of the month at 3:59 a.m. No, it's going to be 5:59 because that's in Mountain Time. You know, I have to set a Yellowstone Public automation up. I'd have to set automations up for that. But you know what? We will actually... But you know what? We'll actually do that over the weekend. We'll set the automations and stuff up like that over the weekend. That's what we will do. So... Yeah, what?
What station to use for New York State besides WOR? Do you happen to know the delay of WNYC?
Honestly, I don't even know. In fact, I only use WNYC for when they're originating when they're the originator of the monthly test. I don't use it for any other time. I don't use it for any other time, but I mean, they were supposed to originate the monthly one week, and they didn't even do it. Not even the day after, or not even the week after. And I didn't hear Verizon VHO5 go at all. You know, it's just ridiculous.
Plainfield, do you happen to know if WQXR in Newark even way monthly test for New York? If you happen to know.
I do not even know. I have not even checked them at all.
What station for North Carolina?
Do WERX. Let's hope whoever's originating North Carolina this month actually does it on the dot like they should. Because they were very inconsistent over the past few months. Okay, the monthlies are in place. Alright, we have the monthlies ready to go.
What station for Alaska?
The only one I know... Do KSDP. They're always immediate.
This is a test of the Alaska Emergency Alert System in effect.
This is the required monthly test of the emergency alert system for the entire state of Alaska.
Wait, do they actually use Mnet for that?
KSDP used to do Mnet. They don't do that anymore, sadly. Oh yeah, there's today, and then here's a quick look at today's nostalgia episode, the one where I destroyed Windows 7 on the ThinkPad, and I was going to put the OEM install onto it.
Oh god, bro.
Well, we were talking about New York, and they happened to put a flash flood warning out for us. Hello, shaver. Whether you're saving for this vacation trip like Nickelodeon Punta Cana or something else, now's the time to take advantage of your options.
Well, hello, New Jersey.
Well, it's actually New York City that's issuing this.
Does the RNJ realize that?
No, I think they relay from...
Does the
No, they pull from KIH 28 Philadelphia, from what I've seen.
Oh, I gotcha. I know.
Yeah, either they pull from... They probably pull from both. Yeah, they might also be pulling WXM 60 Southern New Jersey, but that's most likely on a separate transmitter or broadcasting facility.
I got Comcast.
Yeah, I'm sure that Comcast is gonna take it. So let's put that up. And there hasn't been anything since that Benton Lynn Lane, Oregon test from earlier that I got shortly that I got shortly after the finale earlier.
Whoa, okay. Hi, Boulder.
Boulder, Colorado, with a flash flood. Yeah, that's for that small slight risk today in Colorado. So we kind of enjoyed a little break. Well, for the most part. All right.
Oh my god.
But yeah, this is how CXP reacted to that destructive storm from last night.
20 miles per hour. Giant hail to 5 inches in diameter was reported.
There's a what?
Apparently they don't have this, the pusher button thing here where you always see it. It just disappeared. But you can see it from here.
Let's see. Interesting. Yeah, it's 9:30. It's 9:30 Eastern time in Naples. It's just after 9 o'clock right now in Naples.
Oh my god.
So this is how CXP reacted.
This is a destructive storm for level end in Smire.
Yeah.
Hazard. DVD size hail 60 miles per hour wind gusts.
Holy crap!
Force. Trained weather spotters.
Yeah, I was honest. Again, as I said, I was surprised when I heard that product. Okay.
Oh god.
Now, before we roll on any further here, let's go ahead and update the... Let's get this compilation updated. It is really behind, because, as I said, I've been filming that Street View video for the past few hours. Alright. So it looks like I put almost everything in. That was up until the Yellowstone Public auto. And then let's see. And then this is the WJON auto, which I timed nearly perfectly, which is amazing. And then here's some of the other stuff. Now all that other stuff I'll get those later. So I'll get all that other stuff later. This was at 3:30. And then 3:32. This is 3:55. No, this is 3:29. And then this is 3:36. And then there's that warning from DC, which is then followed by that severe thunderstorm watch, which I got from 3 different transmitters, but there was supposed to be one at like 3:06. Did I go back on that? Or did I not? Or did I forget to go back on it?
I gotta say, this has to be one of the worst you've ever seen I have experienced.
Yeah, already and well, we're already well into it. I mean, that's especially true. That's especially true after the DVD-sized hail yesterday in Lubbock. Speaking of which, I wonder if
I have something to tell you.
Yeah, go ahead.
You remember you remember Savage, right?
Yeah, I remember. What about Savage?
MG2413?
Yes.
Oh yeah, so
What about him?
Okay, so somebody on his server told me that the 2001 DC are a false term.
Well,
Yeah, because someone told me yesterday that it was actually no, it was this morning that I actually replied this morning but it was yesterday. But someone on the server said that those 2001 DC were to advertise the compatibles for the rotators. So basically, a 2001 DC is an older version of the SRN.
yeah, it looks like I'm not seeing any, Well, yeah, here's a photo on Lubbock's Twitter. This was that storm that produced that large 5-inch hail from last night. That was just absolutely incredible to see.
It's terrible too.
Yeah, that was an absolutely unbelievable size. I mean, I don't think anybody has ever seen 5-inch hail before. So I think this is most likely a first. A first for me, and probably a first for the NWS, I think. Alright. So then I got the NWS Hawaii Weekly and the American Samoa Automated Test and KSDZ all together. That reminds me, I have yet to update those. And then the Nevada Monthly Test, which was originated by WashU this month. This month it was originated by Washoe County. Now, I'll check again for that 306 product, and then again, at the end of this, once we're done here tonight, I'll go back on any products that I may have missed, and then I'll update this video further before it's finalized. This one is at 449. So then, Benton, Lynn, and Lane, Oregon. Right up here. There we are. Okay, 449. And then this is at 450. The Warren Warrior I got on KGHY. That was the first Hawaii Public Weekly attempt for the day. And then the Melbourne Evening Test. This is another warning. I believe this is why I was waiting on Tampa. I waited for them for the whole hour and they didn't go. But eventually later on we got our answer. That's why I was trying to get that marine warning for Tangier Sound and Bloodsworth Island. However, Fredericksburg didn't relay. It's way outside of those ranges. It's probably way outside of those ranges.
Sound reminds me of what WFLS streamer used to like.
Sure, without melting.
That's our dessert for tonight. That is tonight's dessert. let's see. Weather scan relay. All right. So then this was one of them. Not sure what this one is. I think that was when I was trying to get that one warning and I didn't. 611. Yeah, this is why I was waiting for the weather scan to relay the weekly from Mobile. And this was at 6:01. Now I was thinking about the way sorry mode, but I think it's going to be probably about the same as the regular mode. So remember, we're going to be debuting those new games next Friday. Alright. And then the mobile tests. 5:08. All right. And then WXCY and WGLS. That the experience brings you back. Yep, just the good stuff. Alright, so as I'm now in the final stages of getting this compilation caught up, well, again, like I said, we're not caught up completely. We're just caught up with what we have right now. And this is KGLP. This is KGLP. And then I barely got the beginning of KC55's weekly before it cut out. This was a warning for Collier and Hendry.
Quality receiver. The warning alarm tone will be activated.
And then because I was having dinner, that's really the only proof. Alright, and then these two. Waco, Denton John warning. Then the finale. Oh, and the other one's QAH. So when did they go is the question. They didn't go at all. That's strange. Alright. Final products. for now. And then the Hawaii Public Weekly. Alright, looks like Brian is heading out. There was that monthly from earlier this month. Yeah, that's Southwest Michigan. Well, I figured we were going to get a TOP tonight. Well, that's awesome. I figured we were going to get TOP. For some reason, Weta didn't go, but... So at least TOP finally figured out their problem. They're finally going on another day other than Friday, which is great. So, 4 stations from the reminders list tested today. That's good. So let's see what else. Oh, is that it? That's it? Well, it actually doesn't. It actually looks like I didn't miss much. Wow. Okay. But let me just continue scrolling through the list and just make sure. Because I saw one that was at like what, 303? 359. Did I see one that happened at like 306? Comfort, Maryland. Yeah, that was it. Did I send it over or did I forget? I think I forgot. Well, in either case, oh. Did he shut off that Denver station in the testing? I'll have to see where Calvert is. Yeah, it looks like he turned that fucker off. Yeah, it looks like he locked Hawaii Public. Nice. Okay, it looks like he must have flipped the handoffs, or he must have switched it off, turned off the handoffs, because the event is pretty much over. But I think, let's see, that flash flood warning. So really, it's in the John development testing that I need to go back on, and then that's it. So not much left to do, which is great news for us, that is. So otherwise, then we did not miss much. So then at this point, we are, well, despite TOP and all that other stuff, we're all caught up. And I'll just zoom this in on the Des Moines transmitters. Alright, so that one warning. Okay, that is it. We are all caught up. But, of course, you know what we usually do when we miss TOP. We can go back on their playlist, on their top news playlist. Let's see. Okay, it looks like 7:59. So
Traffic on 66 is also running without delay in both directions. LDTOP Traffic Center presented by Window Nation. Get 50% off all styles of windows. Visit windownation.com today. Bob and Window, LDTOP Traffic. Now it's Veronica Johnson, 7 News First Alert Chief. Time check. 57 overnight. You are listening to here in our area. Some Grove Club says it's no longer in fear.
Deliberations and
New polling is good news for Republicans in Congress and for the presidency. CBS News. DC Mayor Muriel Beth, DLP News.
DC Council for Acting. Justin Kids. Programming.
Districts choose can fit
there would also be
up for teaching the extra days off. Montgomery County Public School teaches are 1 to 19 in the United States. This school year alone, multiple students in Montgomery. Now, adults here in the let's go to Bob Mueller in the WTO. 3%. And a $5 million gift for a local university. We'll check that out coming up after traffic and weather.
Michael & Son's Precision AC Tune-Up for only $49.
Michael and Son.
Washington Parkway, Menlo. And you will on the Genesis Genesis of Gaithersburg, Rockville, and Fitzmall.com today. Bob and WTOP traffic. Now we're going to Veronica Johnson. She's 7 News.
Clearing temperature back to front.
57, 56 overnight. We're brought to you by Long Fence. Save 25.
We'll see records. This is on
6 months. No payment, no interest. Conditions apply. Go to longfence.com. Money News 10 and 40 past the hour with Jeff Label. Could be
It's not too especially now. No bet. No money wager. I'm blue blue.
here. Now, there's some sweater, 31st, with a
.org. With soap.
win the race. Scott.
Registration and polling, and we look at that in an objective fashion.
Okay, so it looks like the exact episode with the test is not on there yet, but it will be on there. It will be on there hopefully soon. Now we still have not heard from MAL yet, so I think that's one of the only ones left on the weekly test board. So if I could picture the board already in my head right now, so let's see. Let's picture what we have. So WIDA has yet to go. Let's see. MEV went today. So let's see. So MEV went today, 10:30. MRA went at 1:29 on Monday, like I said. NRP and YCT both went at 5:27. Not last night, but they didn't go last night. But they went on. They went on Tuesday morning. That's when they went. ALK went this morning at 9:27. WOL went this morning as well. What else? Let's see. KUHF went today, so that's 8 right now out of a... This doesn't include the Verizons, too. I almost forgot. Oh, this is great. So it looks like John did put... Is this New York City, or is this something else? Now let's take a look. Let's see. 38553. Oh, no. 353. I'm sure that's New York City. Put that in Mass. Nice. But of course he's gonna ignore everything because he likes to ignore everything that other ERN participants monitor. Okay. So, other than that Denver thing, we're
Chance of thunderstorms. Turning warmer.
Greeley, Kansas. Yeah, it's outside of our area. Okay, so like I said, we're all caught up now on the Wednesday tests. Now, I'm going to go over to the other, it's another non-related compilation that I am currently working on. I'll just go ahead and delete the video because I don't need it. There's a bunch of them, my god. Oh, that reminds me. Where's the... Did I not send it over? Ah, I didn't send it over. No, it's this one. Okay, so... Now, I won't get to the editing of this until later tonight. That's actually what I would like to do. Get to the editing later tonight. But I have been hard at work taping this Street View video from end to end. You know, especially starting in northern Indiana and then working all the way down south through the state. And then eventually it got really difficult once I reached Louisville. But thankfully, before going further with any of this, I ended up clearing a lot of the older stuff, especially everything from yesterday. So there was now enough space so I could put all those recordings onto here and get this thing compiled. So right now I'm at milepost 124 in Kentucky. There was 258 miles of Indiana in all. Now this one actually had a long pause. Had a long pause in between, so I'm cutting that part off. There were so many that actually were very short, that were like only, 4 minutes long? All right, we've got dessert. We've got dessert. Yeah, it's actually this orange sherbet, and we put some Nilla wafers on top of it. Let me skip that thing. It's really good. I gotta say, this is actually a different kind of orange sherbet than what I usually have. Actually, I think I should also mention like a little bit of a true story too. Every time I have, not just sherbet, but I think like ice cream. And that's right, ice cream. Yeah. Like every time I have ice cream, I almost every time tend to have a brain freeze, even if I just take a single bite out of it. I don't know why, but I guess it's the way. It's the way it is. Up to New York and Glasgow. Ooh. Okay. Anyway, now back to what we were doing. We were putting in all of these. And at least now we have the wafers stored separately so we can use them for the ice cream. And instead of doing Escapade, I actually ended up finding a different chiptune song. One that I would enjoy. It was called Midnight Walk. I could actually go ahead and play a little sample of it. Yes, here we go. Midnight Walk. .mod. Well, we just gotta wait for it to load. And now let's take a listen to this thing. And that should be it. Okay. American Sail. Bring the fun home. Now, going back to that other thing, here we go. Here's the product that I did not put in. Okay, so you know what? I'll go ahead and take care of the of the other products while we're at it. So let's make sure. Let's see. So 727 was that one product we missed. So I'm going to go back on the final missing products from this compilation, and then do KLT as well, and then that's it. Then we will be all caught up. Now this is actually a different brand of sherbet I was about to explain. We usually get the Dean's, but this is some other brand. Yeah, if I recall. But yeah, here again was that reaction to that DVD size hail warning.
That's destructive.
It's insane.
West of Level N, moving southeast at 20 miles per hour. Giant hail to 5 inches in diameter was reported.
Yeah, the beach hazard got updated again.
Wait a minute.
This is a destructive storm for Level N and Snyder.
Yeah.
Hazard, DVD size hail at 60 miles per hour wind gusts.
Holy crap!
Force, trained weather spotters. Impact, people and animals.
DVD size hail?
Expect shattered windows.
Alright. So here's what's left of today's risk. We're gonna go back on 3 if you didn't come in a bit here. There's Hawaii. There's the warning that followed. Here's tomorrow's slight risk. Don't know how long that's going to stay or if it's going to get upgraded. Here's another slight risk for Friday. Now, let's find... La Plata. It should be in here now. Okay, let's see. So something tells me 3 just came. I think it arrived right on time. Yep, right on time he came. Yep, he came right on time. Next one. And this is the last one. And then we have that TOP test. I'll actually get it on the Spotify playlist. Nothing at the back. Alright. Now where's that Ohio Bowling? Let's see if it's on this list. Yep, there it is. Oh yeah, the bird. Yeah, that bird. Oh, there's that High Rollers episode that I might end up starting tonight. I'll probably end up starting this week's High Rollers episode. Probably later tonight. As I mentioned already, MVG finally got around to doing Monopoly on Monday. They got around to doing that. And next Monday will be the start of the semifinals, a month-long semifinals, with of course the grand finale at the very end. So we'll have so there'll be 3 semifinal games as before, all with no bonus round. However, that will come down to the championship game, where at the end they could be playing for $1 million. Not those multipliers like we saw in the Sorry finale a few weeks ago. Yeah, we also picked up these Chewy Chips Ahoy cookies. Now that was the first time I've seen that bird do that. And the coo thing is actually the second time. It actually almost repeats those gestures. Now, Portels is somewhere on here. And we will find it right here. Never mind, it's off the air. Alright. So, I would get to the Sorry preview, but we got distracted by that live stream. Maybe we could do an entire day of previews tomorrow. And if so, maybe White Sox baseball. But who knows? Maybe Friday night we will. You know, sure, we will do all those previews on Friday night. For sure. Because I'll already have finished that Street View thing by that, so. Alright. So. Right, that's it. That should, on the other hand, be it. So, okay. That is it. We are all caught up on absolutely everything. That's the same thing from earlier. Wow. China has a really messed up system. Because it didn't relay the Des Moines Weekly, one of them. They didn't even relay the severe thunderstorm warning for Jasper. And that other statement was a flash flood warning. Oh my god. It just does all kinds of gestures. That's one crazy bird. My gosh. Alright, let's put Elkhart back on. Okay. So, yeah, we won't get to the Sorry preview tonight, unfortunately, folks. But you know what? That's okay. We'll get to it. We are going to get to it. We're going to get to it on Friday. I promise. I promise. We'll get to it on Friday. Just like with ours. Maybe I'll see if we can get this done all in one night. I would love to. Okay. And I know none of these things are showing the scrolls. I can't go back on any of them, but... Alright. Oh, it looks like it's time to plug the Vostro into the wall. Time to plug it into power. So this is what we'll do on Friday. We'll do our backyard baseball game. We'll do that. And then we'll do the preview of the Way Sorry mode and Monopoly. We're going to do the previews of both of those games, and that will take us through the remainder of the night. So I would like to start the show at 5 with the backyard baseball game, and then we'll spend the rest of the time doing sneak peeks of both Monopoly and, of course, the Way Sorry mode. So we'll show you the Way Sorry mode of the Sorry game, and then we will do the preview of Monopoly after that, because I would like to get it done all in a Friday Fun Night show fashion. So I want to do it all in a very similar fashion. I mean, I'm not sure if I regretted moving away from Windows 10, considering that it has 70% market share. But I heard Microsoft is now starting to beg everybody to get off of Windows 10 and move on to Windows 11, even though it already has 26. Even though Windows 11 already has 26% market share right now, Windows 10 is holding the majority of it. Over 1 billion users on this thing, on this piece of software, including this computer here. which originally shipped with Windows 7, but again I upgraded it to Windows 10. But again I upgraded this to Windows 10 while I still could, because that was when Microsoft was still carrying over accepting. That was when Microsoft was still accepting 7 and 8 keys for Windows 10. But unfortunately, they closed that door. But even after that door closed, unbelievably, I was still able to install. I installed Windows 10 on my ThinkPad, and it ended up activating it as soon as I connected it to the internet, which is just insane. It's just absolutely insane that it managed to detect the Windows 7/8 key that had been preloaded onto the motherboard. But I don't know if it mentions anything like manufacturer OEM keys. I don't know if it even mentioned about that. About disregarding 7 and 8 keys. I was thinking maybe it was just their initial, packaging. Like if you were to go to the store and buy a retail copy of Windows 7 or Windows 8. Yeah, like all major editions of Windows 7. And of course, well, Starter isn't even you can't even find Starter at a store. You'd find 7 Home Basic, Home Premium, Professional, and Ultimate. But then of course the Enterprise Edition is for more higher end. It's for more higher end organizations like schools. Like for instance, my elementary and middle schools. In fact, my entire school district previously had Windows 7 Enterprise, and then around 2016, a year after Windows 10 was released, they upgraded to Windows 10 Education. So yes, Windows 10 actually had its own dedicated Education edition. So they phrased it by Windows 10 Home, Windows 10 Pro, Windows 10 Education, and Windows 10 Enterprise. Now, yeah, the Education edition is more for schools. But overall, again, all of these editions were different. So, as many of you all know, I've been a regular user of the 10 Home and Education editions, but not the Pro edition until now. Because, again, this Fostro here shipped with Windows 7 Professional, and I was able to upgrade it, as I just mentioned, I was able to upgrade it to Windows 10 Pro, while Microsoft still allows 7 and 8 keys to be upgraded. But I'm not sure if OEM keys were affected by the... I'm not sure if OEM keys like this are affected by the closing of the... So, yeah, I'm not sure if the OEM keys are affected or were affected by that, by the closing of that loophole where you could use a 7 and 8 key to activate Windows 10. Oh yeah, Nada Yada Island. I made an audio file on that. So that's interesting there. Oh boy. A division of Legal Mutual Service Corporation of the Mutual Legal Reserve Company. Well, that's not happening tonight. No way. Oh, that sounds terrible. Haha, 8 minutes. Oh, 8 minutes. Okay.
Mexican Heritage Night presented by Modelo. Celebrate with friends and family as the Sox take on the Dodgers at 7:10 for a 21 over.
Hopefully this isn't that 8-minute recording.
Mexican Heritage jersey
I
presented
hope
by
not.
Modelo.
Good, it isn't. Sure, let's take care of it all. State College was live.
Man, I don't like this.
He was live for the weekly earlier. He got the State College test, of course. So there's a few cameras down right now. Failed?
Mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers.
This is from 7 months ago. Featuring the avalanche glitch. Avalanche. The avalanche glitch. Mars WX. Has he posted stuff? He has, but there hasn't been much from him yet. BSODVC. Can't boot Windows. Okay, well that takes care of both. So that's good.
ball was absolutely perfect for Marshall on what should have been extra bases. So that's how this game ends.
Wow. Well, at least the Sharks are prevented from getting shut out tonight. But unfortunately, they've been defeated and swept once again by the Blue Jays. They win it 3-0 tonight. All right, let's flip this over to. Oh, that's right. That's the off. That's right. That's the off switch. Yeah, I keep forgetting that if I put the volume button out back too far, then that's the off switch. But yeah, that's the way the WR300 was designed. But then again. Okay, so now we are all caught up on everything. So now that that's all over, I'm going to get back to work on the Street View video. Oh, I almost forgot. I did not check KLT today, didn't I? Here. Now, before we go, let me flip it to our nighttime mode, as I like to call it. I call it our nighttime mode. Well, essentially it's just nothing but chiptune. Aw, COA. Nice to see you, COA. ECC, nice to see you too. And I think that's it. Let's see. I think that's it. I think I just need to go back on those few. And, okay, yep, that is it. That is all I need to go back on. And then we'll be caught up and I'll continue creating this street view of a thing. Oh god, that's gonna sound ugly. That is going to sound very ugly when it's all done. Now I'm sure I can make it to Tennessee by tonight. Alright, so what we're going to do right now is I'm going to go back on the final products. The COA Weekly. So there's only two. I need to go back and add. The first one is COA, which is completely random. So with some watches and warnings starting to expire and be canceled here, looks like this event is pretty much over. But the big question of all is, are we going to get to 400 by the middle of next month? Well, I think so. Maybe 500 by July? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe we'll hit 700 this year. I don't even know, but it sure looks like we're getting there. Alright. That should be it. Fairbolt. Demo. We don't do demos. And that is it, I believe. And yes. Okay. That is it. Okay. Alrighty then. We are all caught up on everything. Well, almost, because then again I gotta go back on TOP, and I will do that in just a moment. So, otherwise then, that's it. We're caught up with everything, and we're all set to go for next week. So then we're all set to go to render this compilation tonight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and get this to the end, get this Street View video all the way to the end tonight, if I can. If I'm not able to, then I might just take it all the way to Nashville and then call it quits. That's actually what I'm looking to do. So, last thing and final thing is we're going to see, yep, there it is. There's our episode.
For your free info kit, 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700. This is a test of the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan
So, yep, here we go. Here's the
Emergency Alert System.
Yep, here's the WTOP Weekly. And I see one more KLT test. Perfect. Just perfect. So I'm going to throw these in. That was nearly a fail. Okay. Alright. So again, like I said, there's one last thing. Wait a minute. Wait, that one station's in there again? Oh. Okay. Alright. We'll get this and then we're done. Okay. So, while that's going, I'm going to go ahead and announce the schedule for these videos. Now, there are several others I didn't mention. I'll go ahead and mention those now while we still have a chance. So, the next one afterward is going to be from Chattanooga back to Nashville. And then the short trip from Charleston up to Myrtle Beach. The short trip from Chicago to Milwaukee, so it's very likely that I may just end up reusing some footage if I'm going to do that. The entirety of I-526 in both directions, and then a trip we haven't taken in a long time. Chicago all the way to St. Joseph, Michigan. Oh my God, we have not been there in a very long time. I have not been back there in a very long time. In a very long time. And what is this thing? Patching live. Oh, it's an extension, that's right. That's right. I forgot that Lake Charles towed extensions. But either way, these will be the final videos, and then this compilation is caught up. But again, like I said, we're taking it all the way up to that one auto. And I actually may end up taking I-65 all the way to mile marker 105, like just like in the actual trip, and then I might just stop there for popcorn, kind of treat it like a little, like the lunch break. Like the lunch we had, both to and from, both coming from Nashville and into Nashville on the way back home. right. All right. So, now to put these products in where they belong, and we will be done. All right. Here's the next one. Here's the one after. So putting these two clips in respectively. Okay. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are all caught up on the event. So, with that said, that's where we're going to leave you all for tonight, as I'm going to get back to working out on that Street View video. Now, as for these, I have yet to determine the other one, but I will be now these videos will be releasing across 4 separate weekends through July. So this isn't going to be like a big series or anything. It's just going to be a little mini series. So I'll call it the summer road trip mini series. That's what I'm going to call it. So it's just going to be 8 different videos spanned across 4 separate weekends. 2 each day. 8 in total. 2 videos each weekend. 1 each day. 8 total by the end of the month. So, I'm still creating the videos right now, but again, I will again, there's still one that's still in the editing stage. This one's in the filming stage. But once again, once I have everything all filmed and the footage all pieced together, I will have I will then have the updated, things ready for you all. So, with that said, again, thank you all for joining us tonight for White Sox baseball. We're off tomorrow, but we'll be back on Friday, and that will be our last day here. So that means we'll do Backyard Baseball. We'll do that Sorry preview that we were supposed to do today, and then we'll do the Monopoly preview as well. So we'll just put it all in one stream and be done with it. So that's what we're gonna do tomorrow, because I'll have that Street View thing done by then. So, with that said, thank you all again for hanging out with us tonight, and we wish you all a good rest of your evening, and we wish you all a wonderful night, and we will see you tomorrow, and we will see you again on Friday.